This is Hannibal here looking at the beautiful Voodoo Queen who's about to take on Kelsey Heather, the former cheerleader of professional sports teams, taking on a girl that might not even be alive with her voodoo doll there. I definitely think she has a scary, intimidating look to her. She's just coming off a victory over Ivelisse, former AEW star, and Kelsey Heather's coming off of a loss to Ivelisse. So this will be interesting. Can Kelsey Heather redeem herself by beating the Voodoo Queen here, who I would say got an upset victory over Ivelisse? I was surprised. This is only the second time I've seen the Voodoo Queen, who has some pretty cool boots on here. Very interesting pre-lockup technique as both women grappling for position here. Voodoo Queen definitely has the power and muscle advantage. She takes Kelsey Heather to the corner. She's now posing. Kelsey Heather definitely realizes that she is outmatched as far as power goes here. But she doesn't seem to be too intimidated. We have a second lockup now. Fighting for position. Voodoo Queen again gets Kelsey Heather in the corner. Look at all the artwork on the Voodoo Queen. That has to have been painful. You see them locking up in the corner. The ref's calling for the break as Kelsey Heather just actually gets yanked out of the corner by Voodoo Queen and slammed into another corner here. Referee telling Voodoo Queen to break, let go of the hair. They're still locked up. Voodoo Queen definitely having her way with Kelsey Heather at this point. She's probably wishing she was back to NHL cheerleading right now, as her hair seems to be in a bit of pain for getting cranked on by the Voodoo Queen.
I wanted to pull some out so I could put some on the voodoo doll.
Who wanted to pull some hair out to put some on the voodoo doll? That makes perfect sense. I would not want to mess with this girl. Would definitely not want any type of curse put on me. Rear waist lock now by Kelsey Heather. Voodoo Queen trying to get out of it. Rams her face first into the turnbuckle now. Voodoo Queen has a side headlock.
Oh gosh, come on.
Just cranking on it. Kelsey Heather working her way out of it. Gets a headlock of her own. There's a smile, but I'd get both hands on that headlock if I was her. Thrown against the ropes. Tackle. Neither women went down there. Hits the ropes again. Another tackle. I'm shocked that Kelsey Heather is not going down from these. She's much smaller. I can feel the pain in my shoulder now just watching this. Hits the ropes again. Now she switches sides. Kicks in the leg. Outsmarting the Voodoo Queen here. And now she gets back into the headlock. Headlock takeover now by Kelsey Heather. Voodoo Queen. Looks like she could squat at least 225, and now she's squeezing the neck with those very strong-looking thighs of Kelsey Heather, who escaped somehow. Puts the headlock back on. Headlock takeover to the Voodoo Queen. Voodoo Queen tried to go for a pin, but Kelsey Heather rolls out of it. Now she's going for the voodoo doll. Papa Shango managing her would be a good mix. Is this even allowed in the ring? I don't know if there's rules about... Technically, you're not allowed a foreign object in the ring.
You don't want to mess
The referee seems to be letting it go because he's being threatened now. She's turned her back on her opponent. I don't know if that's smart.
Now he's stuck, baby. That's a voodoo trance if I've ever seen one.
What are you doing?
This seems to be some type of distraction technique as Voodoo Queen is catching her breath from all those headlocks. Now she's charging Kelsey Heather with a big splash. Whipped her with the voodoo doll. More splashing in the corner. Snapmare. She's still holding the voodoo doll.
He's in a trance. Maybe I can get you in one too.
I guess she has put the referee in a trance with the voodoo doll at this point. So he's allowing the voodoo doll to stay in the ring. I've never seen anything like this before since the Papa Shango days. We're seeing some voodoo work now within the match.
No? All right, you're crawling away. How about this one? That pretty little arm you're using to hold your leg. I'm just going to twist it. Twist it.
Some voodoo powers being shown now by the Voodoo Queen. Pretty scary stuff we're seeing here. The magical powers of the Voodoo Queen.
Just a moment. All right. And now what about
Fans can let us know what they think of that in the comments. Seems to be working. Seems to be working for her at this
I don't
point.
think it hurts at all. No? Squeeze it.
Can she finish off her opponent simply with the voodoo trickery?
All right, I will let her breathe around. All right, let me see.
And the
what else I can
referee
do
seems
right
to be in a
now.
full trance at this point.
How about I just take your doll and boom. And a little squish here. Just a little squish.
This is definitely something new in pro wrestling that I have not seen before. We did not see this in the Ivali's match. It was more of the traditional match. We're definitely seeing some untraditional stuff here. There's a close-up shot of the voodoo doll.
How about you pull out your own hand? How about that? All right, you big smash.
Voodoo Queen asking Kelsey Heather to pull out her own hair.
Should I keep going? Should I keep going?
No.
I think she could take it. I think we could keep
Voodoo Queen having some fun now with the referee who appears to be in a full-on trance.
break them.
No.
I'm just
No.
gonna, yeah?
No.
I'm just gonna make you have your own love.
help me.
How about that?
No.
Yeah.
Kelsey Heather choking herself out at this point.
He's not gonna help you. Here, let me give you another moment to breathe right there.
Very interesting technique. All the training, all the cardio that Kelsey Heather must put herself through to be in the kind of shape she's in is not helping her against these voodoo tactics of the Voodoo Queen.
Does it hurt?
Who is now going back to the more traditional ass kicking. Throws Kelsey Heather into the referee. I'm not sure if this is waking the referee up out of the trance or not. Kelsey Heather now going for the double knees to the sternum on the Voodoo Queen, who still has the doll, and the referee appears to be out of his trance now. Both women are down.
2, 3.
Kelsey Heather seems to be getting up a little faster than the Voodoo Queen, who again still has the doll. Big clothesline to the corner. Another clothesline sending the Voodoo Queen down. Another clothesline. Kelsey Heather is a house of fire right now. Another clothesline. Picks her up for possibly a DDT attempt. No. Voodoo Queen kicks out of it. DDT's Heather. Voodoo Queen now going for the cover, too. That's all she wrote. Voodoo Queen not only was victorious over Ivelisse, but Kelsey Heather as well.
Good. Come on. How was it? Do you remember a thing?